Hey, everybody. How are you today? I am doing good. So today is the 17th of December of my training, my daily trainings. And I want to talk today about failure. Okay. I was having a talk with a teammate of mine today. And this person said to me, I have failed so many times. And I said, you're young. You have a lot more times to fail. And it'll be fine because everybody fails. And I think that's just really an important message for my team to hear, for my audience to hear. Like, failure is not final. It's only final if you're in the grave. Okay. So many times failure is all it is just data. So many times it's data. It's not who you are. It's not what you are. Sometimes it's you make a mistake. You own it, and then you move on. So I want to tell you about my day today. I went out to Mike and Bristol Special's Bunch Project. Love it, out in East Austin. So if you want to live in East Austin between $5.99 and $8.99, really super close to I-35, right in the center of things, super cool, new construction, just like amazing. Give me a call. But anyways, it rained out there today. I'm just like, oh my God. I have been rained on. I've been a lot of things today. And then I had to run over to a big meeting I had out in Williamson County. And so it's been kind of a crazy day, but I wanted to get in today. Full disclosure. I told you guys every single day, I can't do it tomorrow. I can't do this tomorrow, Friday or Saturday. I'm going to be at America Fest in Arizona for TPUSA. So I'm not really going to have a place to broadcast unless I come live late at night when we finally get back to our hotel room. So I'm just putting it out there, but I will be back on Sunday for sure. But I want to talk about failure. You know, so many people I know, they fail and then they quit. And that is not what to do. And there's Bristol, who I just got off the phone with. I was just talking about your beautiful, beautiful homes out in East Austin, the Bunch Project, which I noticed I spelled it wrong on Facebook. But God, like new construction, guys, like new construction's where it's at. Okay. Like if you can get new construction, that's great, especially from $5.99 to $8.99, right there in the middle of Austin, Texas, easy access in and out. And it's cool because it's a little micro community. It's kind of a micro neighborhood that they've built. So they've got single family, they've got townhomes, they've got 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms, super well finished out, vaulted ceilings, 3 stories on the big ones, like super cool. And some of them even have a view of downtown Austin, Texas. So if you're looking for a investment property, if you're looking for something like you just want to come in and out of town, if you're looking for something to live in, give me a call. And there's also some that are for lease. So that's a cool thing too. So let me know. I already had one person reach out to me about them when I posted it on Facebook. All right. I want to get back to failure. It's hard. Sometimes it's embarrassing. Sometimes it's devastating. But the thing I will tell you, it's part of your journey. It's part of your legacy. It's who you are. It's what makes you. And it doesn't need to be what breaks you. But my advice is transparency is always something that is important sometimes. But I want you to know that most overnight successes take decades to build. Decades. You know, people told me that when I got into real estate. They're like, oh my God, you're like an overnight success. I'm like, guys, I'm in business. I've been in business for 40 years. So my last 6 years, I came into real estate. And yeah, I've done well. I'm grateful. But that's not being an overnight success. That's leveraging relationships I've had for some of them for 30, 25, 30, 35. I don't think I've sold anybody a house that I've known for 40 years, but I have for 25. I know that one to be a fact, a few people. Okay. So overnight success does take decades to build. So you have to treat people like their currency, right? Just, you know, you might do business with them in one business and then you bring them over to your next business or your next job or your next job. And so that's what's so important. And I just want to encourage you today, because I know, this time of the year, people start to reflect, 2025, the team broke $1 billion, and congratulations for all of you that are watching it. You know how proud I am of you, because it was a hard year, but not everybody had a $1 billion year. And I know there's some of you out there and you're watching this and you're like, I'm just going to quit. This wasn't the year I thought it would be. I just want to encourage you, don't quit, because when you quit on yourself. And I want you to put down the reasons why you got into the game in the first place. And if money was your number one driver, then you probably don't have a big enough of a why or a purpose to hang out. Because if money's the only driver behind it, may or may not work out for you, right? What is your purpose? Why do you get up in the morning? What would you do if you didn't get paid? And I think about purpose-driven jobs. I think about people in the military. That's purpose-driven. They're not doing it for the money. I think about doctors and lawyers, not lawyers, I take that back. I think about doctors, first responders, teachers. Hello, teachers, God bless you. Man, there's not enough money on the planet for what you all put up with and what you all have to do, and the amount of hours and love and everything that you pour into our children, and for me, my grandchildren. Okay. That to me is a purpose-driven job. You're not in it for the money. You're in it for the money in heaven. Okay. Let me get back to my notes here. But failure clarifies who you are and what you stand for. There are times when things are super easy and values are theoretical, but when things break, values are proven. Okay. Stuff happens. Bad stuff happens to really good people. Happens all the time. And so the answer to that is not to run from it. It's to lean into it. Write a book about it. Tell the story. Help other people not make the same mistake. Be somebody who owns it. Okay? Failure does not have to be the end of the road for you. And know this, that markets forgive fast and people don't remember as much as you think they do. So that being said too, you may not have had a good 2025. That's okay. You can make 2026 the best year ever and start talking about it now. Start dreaming about it now. Start putting together a plan now. Start doing everything that you know to do to be successful. Failure only becomes final when you stop moving. And to me, stop moving means being in the grave. That's the only day that anything I've ever failed at will become final, because that'll be the day that I can't fix it anymore. I can't get better. I can't improve on it. I can't learn more. I can't do more. I can't say more. It's it. I'm done. I'm in the ground. Okay. That's the only day that failure becomes final for any of you. Anything is fixable. Anything you can recover from. Anything can be a learning tool. Anything could be a blessing or a lesson. A blessing or a lesson, right? And so the bottom line is failure doesn't define you. It trains you. And it's not the end of the road. It's a course correction. And I think about how many times in my life I've had a course correction. Remember I talked about a couple of weeks ago with that 1 degree shift. Okay. Sometimes you just have to make a 1 degree shift, 2 degree shift. And I know who it was. We were talking about it with Renee, because she was talking about if a plane gets off course by 2 degrees, you land for 64 miles, I think. I'm probably wrong, but 64 miles off of where you're supposed to land. Just the little things. I don't want failure to define any of you. I want all of you, as we come into the Christmas season, think about everything that you have to be grateful for. Think about all the good things that have happened in your life. Think about your family, your friends, your business, your community, that you live in the greatest country in the world, for all my American followers, because I do believe we live in the greatest country in the world. We're not perfect, but we're pretty darn good. Believe, make yourself better. Take the time. We all have a little bit of downtime right now. I kind of don't, but take some of the downtime, improve yourself, read, study something, get another certificate, learn a new, There's so many things to do to self-improve. You don't have to be the same person tomorrow that you were today. And you certainly don't have to be the same person that you were a year ago or 2 years ago or 10 years ago when you made some mistakes. You've grown. You're better. Be better. Do better. Everybody makes mistakes. So I'm going to leave you guys and gals with that. I will be back on Sunday. I'm super excited going to Arizona to Turning Point USA's Freedom Fest, which I had tickets to prior to Charlie's assassination, because my friend Grant Cardone is speaking. So I was going out there to support him, and I loved Charlie Kirk, and you guys know that. And so I love America Fest. So it's going to be a little sad, but I'm excited to go and see what I can learn, see who I can meet. So I'm going out with some really great people, and I'm hooking up with a lot of really amazing people that are on my team. Lauren Hunt, Lisa Reyes, Sharon Lecter, Christine Cothran, Angela Totman. Who else do I get to see when I'm out there? I know I'm forgetting somebody, and I'm sorry if I am. But anyways, I love you guys. I want you to have a blessed holiday season. I don't want you to let the weight of the world ruin what this season is all about. Tomorrow's a new day. And there's nothing that you can't do. Failure is not final. All right. I love you. Bye, guys.